Happy New Year! Happy 2018! I am so excited to talk to you bright and early on this day because today I'm going to be sharing with you my New Year's goals. And to be honest, I was a little bit hesitant about sharing this with you because I think some of them are quite ambitious and a little bit audacious, and I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit vulnerable to share, but I'm super excited about it. I know you guys really liked last year's New Year's resolutions idea video, which I will leave a card for that and also link it down below if you're looking for some ideas. But this year I thought it would be really cool to share my goals with you and let you know my action plans for how I'm hoping to achieve them, and of course make 2018 the best year yet. So let's get started. So I'm going to start this video off by just saying thank you so much to Blinkist for sponsoring this video. So as you guys know, I am a huge fan of books. I am always absorbing content, reading books, listening to books, etc. And so I was so excited when Blinkist approached me because I have fallen in love with this app. New favorite app alert, you guys, this is amazing. So Blinkist is the app that transforms the key insights of 2,000 plus best-selling books into powerful packs that you can either read or listen to. So for example, yesterday I listened to 15 minutes of essentially the entire book of How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And this is quite interesting to me because I have had the physical copy of this book, but I've never actually found the time to read it myself. And I know it's one of those top 10 books that everyone seems to recommend to you. But I listened to the whole thing yesterday on the Blinkist app and I was so inspired. I felt like it was so amazing to have the key tips of the book summarized in both writing and audio. So for example, I did listen to it, but then today I decided to go back to one blink and check it out. So the way that the Blinkist app works is that, like I said, it can summarize the book in audio or in written. So you can choose to listen to the whole book or, for example, a blink, which is about 2 to 3 minutes. So I listened to all of the blinks yesterday, but then today I went back and chose one blink. So one key topic of the book that I solely wanted to focus on today. And I'm very excited to tell you that Blinkist is offering all of you a free trial and then 20% off after that. So be sure to check out the link in the description box and let me know which books you are hoping to read first. There are so many amazing ones that the app offers. A few of them on there are Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which, as you guys know, is one of my absolute favorite books. All about that law of attraction and getting that financial gain. There's also the book How Will You Measure Your Life, all about spending more time with your loved ones and getting things done, a productivity book. So there are so many options on Blinkist that will definitely catapult you into success for 2018. So take advantage of the offer down below, and yeah, I'm excited to find out what knowledge you consume. So in regards to my New Year's goals this year, I decided to place goals around different topics. So for example, my self-education goal for 2018 is to consume at least 2 books per month. So whether this be listening or consuming them through the Blinkist app, I want to be sure that I am consuming 2 portions of new content every month. So something like Blinkist is super helpful because perhaps I'm listening to a very long audiobook and I also want to consume more content, but perhaps can't fit it in that month. I will go to the Blinkist app and listen to, say, Dale Carnegie's book again, or another one of these amazing books that I just mentioned. We're so blessed in this time that we have access to so many different authors' minds through content. Self-education is so important because it empowers you. It gives you the opportunities to learn about topics that are fascinating to you. And I definitely encourage you to follow your bliss. 10 years ago, if somebody would have told me I would have gone down the rabbit hole with all of this self-improvement, law of attraction, etc., etc., I probably would have doubted it because I was just very much interested in novels. But as soon as I got into the self-help world, I fell in love. And in that way, it's guided me to spirituality books. It's guided me to law of attraction books. There's so much amazing information to be learned and to inspire your life. So I definitely recommend you guys add reading and consuming books into your 2018 plans. If you're ready to crush it in 2018, like I mentioned, the Blinkist app is down below. So let's get consuming content. So my next goal is a cultural goal. For my cultural goal this year, I want to become fluent in Italian. As you guys know, I've been learning the language for over a year now, mostly self-teaching with a little bit of tandem partners, lessons here and there. But my cultural goal for 2018 is to become fluent. I want to be able to have fluent conversations, tell stories, crack jokes, etc., etc. And I am so excited about this goal. I feel like it is going to be so fulfilling to me. And the way that I'm planning to achieve that is I have enrolled into an Italian language course in Rome. So yes, there's a little bit of a surprise for you there. I'm going back to Roma and I'm going back on a study visa because I've enrolled into school. And I find that I'm the type of person, as much as I can say that I'm trying to learn Italian, I feel like I need structure. I need it to be in my schedule, and I essentially need to be paying for it to show up, to be there, to learn. So I'm very excited to become fluent in Italian. And another thing I want to mention under that umbrella of my cultural goal of becoming fluent in Italian is my study visa. So I'm encouraging all of you out there, if you feel like perhaps life is a little bit dull, perhaps you could use a little bit of inspiration or adventure or something like that, there are so many visas available. I personally am in love with Italy, and that's why I want to go back there. But there are many options for me. There is the Australian visas, there's different visas throughout Europe, and I know you out there watching, there are options for you too. So why not switch it up? I mean, who knows what could happen? Anything could happen, and I think it's all wonderful to be able to discover new cultures. If you have the opportunity, I think you should. The next goal I want to talk to you guys about is my spiritual goal. So to spiritually grow in 2018, I want to spend 1 month in my guru's ashram in India. This is something that has been on my list for so long, and I don't think I can put it off for another year. I'm speaking this into existence right now. I want to spend 1 month unplugged in India at the ashram, meditating, spending a lot of time in silence, reflecting, and just really getting to know myself on a whole other level. So this is something I'm really hoping to finish off 2018 with. So yeah, I'm going to India. I'm saying this right now. Nothing's booked, of course, yet, but it's on the list. It's on my list. It's my spiritual goal for 2018. And of course, while we're on the topic of going somewhere and learning new things, we might as well talk about travel goals, which is one of my very, very favorite subjects. This year, I have decided to put a few places on my list, places I've never been before and have often been told that I can't go alone. Because, for example, going to Morocco, like I did last summer, this past summer, there's a video on it if you guys want to see. But so when I was in Morocco, I went alone. And that was a place where many people are like, oh, you can't go alone. I mean, many people always say it's so dangerous for me to be traveling Europe by myself here and there. But to go to a foreign place, a new continent of Africa that I've never been before, I felt so much inspiration and so much passion, and I love to get to know the culture, and that's why I like to solo travel, and that's why I like to go to places that perhaps aren't your regular Paris, London, you know, those types. So I have decided that this year I'm going to make a goal to go to a few different places that I have been told perhaps are unsafe. And I think what I'm going to do is keep those ones a surprise. I told you about India, but I'm working on a few trips right now, and of course when I have the plan set, I will let you know. But I think I could give you a little clue here. A little clue. So the next goal I want to share with you is my creativity goal. And my creativity goal for 2018 is to write a novel. I have kind of a short little funny story, but I've had the idea for a novel, like the whole story, in my head for over 4 years now. I literally know all the characters' names. I know where the story takes place. I know what happens, when it happens. I literally have this whole database of a book in my head. I know it's crazy, but perhaps maybe some of you can relate, and if you can, let me know down below. But this book needs to be written. And like I said about my goal with India, I can't wait until 2019. Like this goal needs to happen this year. I need to write the novel. And with my publisher, I am due for another book. So I want to try a novel out this time. Let me know if you guys would like to read it. So my creativity goal is to finish this novel. And the funny thing about this novel is it actually takes place in a place I've never visited before. So I'm going to need to visit that place to be able to write the book so I can better describe the scenery. Even though I feel like I already know, I need to go there, I need to touch it, I need to smell it, I need to feel it. I need to be there. So this place is actually in Greece, so that is also ties into my travel plans. But creativity, what I want to do is I want to place myself in the country of Greece for 1 month to commit myself to writing this book. So That's in the game plan too. I'm being super ambitious about all of this. So you guys are holding me accountable. By letting you guys know this, I'm relying on you, my friends, to let me know how I'm doing. My next goal is a fitness goal. I really want to get in the best shape of my life for 2018. And the way that I plan on achieving this goal is that when I get myself situated in Rome in February and I get my schedule together going to school, I'm going to enroll myself into the gym. Because as I mentioned with education, like with going back to school to learn Italian, I need to be paying for something. I need it to be in a schedule. So I really like to attend fitness classes because as self-motivated as I can be sometimes, I feel like I definitely work a lot harder when somebody's yelling at me to get it done. So I am planning on attending fitness classes at least 3 times a week, and I know that this is going to do amazing things for my mental health as well as physical, and like I said, this is my fitness goal. But I'm so excited. I really think that the gym is a great community, and I especially love going to the gyms in Italy because I like to be out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I felt like when I was attending classes in the fall when I was there in Rome, I was learning and picking up all these different Italian words and phrases. So I think it all comes full circle and will all help me grow and reach and achieve all goals. And for financial goal, my big financial goal of 2018 is to finally pay off my student loan. I didn't take a student loan out to go back to school in Rome. That's paid for by myself. But I still do have a BC student loan. So that's a student loan from the government in British Columbia. And it's annoying. To be honest, it's so annoying. I try to ignore it. I try not to get like stirred up about it. But it's a thing that I think is a reality for a lot of us North Americans anyways, is that we have a student loan. Basically, I want that thing out of my life 2018. Are you guys with me? Let me know. And lastly, I want to let you guys know about a very, very special goal to me. So my last goal of 2018 that I'm going to share with you is my giving back goal. When I was recently on the plane from San Diego back to Vancouver to spend the holidays with my family, I was watching documentaries on the in-flight television, and I watched the documentary Planet Earth 2 Cities. And in that documentary, we got to see how animals have now adapted to city life. This is monkeys in India, this is hyenas in Africa, and this is also turtles, and how sea turtles are affected by what we have done to our planet. If any of you have seen the documentary, let me know below, and if you haven't, I highly recommend it. Although this part was very traumatizing to me. I started bawling on the airplane, like kind of hysterically. Like I don't know. It really, really affected me. And I'm not going to get emotional in this video because I got emotional in live stream about it, but it really affects me. The baby sea turtles, the hatchlings, they get confused because when they hatch and they are attempting to follow the full moon light to the ocean where they're supposed to be, a lot of them get confused. And they go back up to things like the road because they see the street light. And on the streets, they of course get themselves run over, stuck in gutters, stuck in garbage, eaten by crabs. Of course, maybe sometimes that happens in the wildlife, but other animals have now caught on to the fact that the hatchlings get confused. And so less and less and less of them are surviving. So my goal in 2018 is of course to raise money for the baby sea turtles, but I physically want to do something about it. So I'm going to be volunteering at a sea turtle sanctuary, and I've actually just manifested this goal into my life, which I think it kind of deserves its own video. But the baby sea turtles, I'm going to be helping them hands-on, like one-on-one, and this I think will be so fulfilling to me. It is going to be happening at the end of 2018, so I'm so looking forward to it. And of course, we'll keep you guys updated on the process and donate it to them. But if you have time in your life right now and you're looking for something to watch, I definitely recommend Planet Earth 2 Cities. Just watch it. I know perhaps this part is quite devastating. I'll let you guys know that the BBC cast did actually rescue all the turtles from that footage that they could and set them free afterwards. So all those baby ones, they're okay. But it's just something that you need to be aware of. It's one of those things like perhaps the documentary Earthlings where it's painful to watch. You can't ignore certain things. And when you are able to see them, you're able to feel passionate to make a change in this world. So I know this quote is used all the time, but be the change you want to see in the world. I want to change the lives of hatchlings, perhaps even if it's only 1 or 2 hatchlings that make it to survive or get rehabilitated with my help. Like, I just want to be a part of it. I just physically want to be there helping them, not just in a monetary way, but just in a time way, because time is our most valuable resource here. Anyways, guys, I really hope that you liked me sharing my goals for 2018 with you. Please hold me accountable and please let me know what your goals are. And big thank you to Blinkist for sponsoring this video. If you want to make 2018 a massive success, get working on your self-improvement and check out the link below. Grazie mille to them for offering you all 20% off after the free trial. So go check it out. Super excited to hear about what you're going to read, and I will obviously be sharing with you what I'm reading throughout the year. So excited. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye!